Okay, I guess it's working. I don't know. Hey guys, what is this? This is Monday evening, going for 7 o'clock. And I am getting ready to put some water on the garden. That's what I am doing. Literally just trying out this live thing. For the first time, checking it out. So, anyway, while I'm here, I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. There's all kinds of things to talk about, but I'll let somebody else do that. Maybe. Anyway, since I'm here, we'll talk about tomatoes. Lucky tomatoes. They're too tall. Too tall. Because these are, I don't know, 4 foot in the ground, or 4 foot tall, I guess. So, yeah. That may be a problem at some point, but right now, hello, looky. So, I had some issues, got some issues going on. Hopefully, we'll get these taken care of, but every now and then I'll find one here and there with a little blossom end rot. So, never a good thing. Never a good thing, but for the most part, it's few and far between. We had a massive the next day after I said, oh, everything's fine with the tomatoes, look great. No. Talk about the hornworms. Holy cow. That was, 4th of July Tuesday. I said no hornworms. The next night came out. Picked 10 off these plants. 10 in one night. And then every night for a week. I'm not quite sure what has happened because I have not sprayed anything. Pretty. Other than just religiously coming out here every day and scouring these plants, looking for new signs of, death. I would say life, but of worms eating my plants. And so far, it's been only 3 or 4 days. So that's good. And we're getting ready to have our first pick, it looks like. She's definitely blushing. So I'll bring her in tomorrow, let her finish ripening. And that's what we got going on here. Lots of tomatoes. Lots and lots of tomatoes that are getting crazy. So I'd have to have, gosh, this is taller than I am. These are taller than I am. I'm 5'4", so I've got some pretty good looking tomatoes. Fingers crossed so far. Looking good. So I'm already gonna say it's much better than last year. Corn seems to be doing okay. A little here, a little there. That first set of seeds didn't do so good. Over here on this side, you can see a lot of air down through there. But, that's what it is. But so far, so good. Hopefully this heat will keep a lot of stuff away. Peppers are awesome. In here somewhere. Lots of jalapenos. And then, this is just cardboard. And get any more mulch. And here we go. Bell peppers are looking fantabulous. So pretty. And lots of peppers on each plant. Just tons. We had one, I guess we think something took him out in the roots. So That's never a good thing. And then lots of these guys. I mean, that's looking dry. And I watered last night. So it's just this heat. But none of these are turned yet. They should turn red to turn sweet. But we got a lot of them that are 10, 12 inches long. So, I had not planned on pickling any peppers this year, so I have no idea what I'm doing there. None. Have no problem with flowers, and I don't water them. So, that's just for the bees. Just to bring the bees, and all of that is volunteer. That was not planted this year. That's just the seeds that I let just die off from last year. Anywho, we saw those jalapenos. So let's go over here. I'm going to show you the greenhouse, the hothouse experiment. I mean, you can see they're huge. They're huge. And they are finally fruiting. So, wonder if there'll be any hotter in here. And it is, I think it's in the 80s right now here. So, we're still, where are we at? 90. It says we're at 94 in here. Yeah, I still have carrots. I don't know how many pounds I've already pulled. I know like 15 or something. But still have plenty of carrots in here to pull. Still doing their little thing. I did pull one last week when I was canning up vegetable soup to use up a bunch of green beans. 1 carrot, 1/2 pound. Got a picture of it. So anyway, what else do we have? Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's hot. I'm not gonna lie. Today is the nicest day. They say that was smoke covering us today. I don't know. It didn't smell very smoky. But, you know, who knows? It could be smoky. Didn't smell like it. Anyway, but luckily it kept the temperature kind of cool. I think about 90. So, and they say tomorrow is going to be the hottest day. I guess we'll see. Oh, I do have something. I got something new popping up here, hopefully. Pumpkins. Pumpkins. So, that thing is, there's only one. I put in 3 seeds. There's only one. 3 in this one. Nothing yet. And then this one was going to be, I don't know if it's Hubbard or what, but nothing yet there either. So that's no bueno. It's like a, kind of like a, it's a winter squash. Kind of like a turban, almost like an acorn. But yeah, this will have chicken for the Seminoles. I've done a little bit of cleanup, but gosh, it's so darn hot. You just can't. You just can't. But everything's still alive. So this is going to be just out here every evening putting some water on them, just enough for them basically to survive. They're definitely not going to be thriving, but as long as I can keep them surviving, I'll be happy. So anyway, this was my first little live. I'm sure I'll get some kind of comment when somebody reads it or watches it. I'm sorry, I walk and talk. You know, just talking about the garden and what I've been doing and how everything's coming. So sometimes I plant something, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm harvesting, sometimes I'm canning. But I've been canning a lot. Green beans. I'm so over green beans. So over green beans. But next up, tomatoes. Hopefully everything's actually worked out pretty good, where it's like little stages. Green beans, and they're done. Now the tomatoes are starting. Yay. When the corn comes in, it'll be like 2 days of dealing with that, and that'll be done. The peppers, they'll do their thing until frost, hopefully. I don't know what I'm going to do with them all this year, though, other than eat and freeze. I don't know about pickling. We'll see. Oh, yeah. And just in case, yes, I know. Always, always, always 5% acidity in your vinegar if you are doing any kind of canning, pickling, whatever. I even had to check my sauerkraut I made a couple weeks ago. I went back to check to make sure it was 5%, just to be safe. Thank goodness it was, because that was a 3-pound cabbage that came out of the ground, so I didn't want to waste it. If for some reason it had been a 4%er, I would have just taken everything off the shelf and put them all in the fridge until it was time to eat them, I guess. You know, what can you do? Just be cautious, I guess. Anyway, I think that's all I got to say, really. I could always say a lot of stuff, but I'm very cautious of what I say on here. So, everybody just stay hydrated this week. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, get out there early in the morning, or that's the best time to do it, early in the morning if you can. Or do like me, wait until sunset and, you know, suck it up, buttercup, and you're going to take a shower right after you get in anyway. So, alright guys, I hope everybody stays safe. Like I said, stay hydrated this week. It's going to be brutal. And hopefully your gardens are, you know, doing as well as mine is this year so far. So far, I hate to say that, golly, so far, fingers crossed, knock on wood, do the things, you know, Hail Marys if you're into that thing. Prayers for everybody's gardens this next week or two. So, and I'm actually looking for shade cloth now. I knew I should have gotten it a couple of months ago, but, and then hopefully pray that I can figure out how I'm going to keep these tomatoes up if they keep going taller. Because look, it's almost as tall as the greenhouse. It's crazy. Oh yeah, and it looks like it's almost time for pears. So that's going to be just a lot of stuff, you know, a lot of stuff going on. Pears are doing not as much, obviously, as last year. Hadn't planned on doing anything. So these guys are ready. Oh look, there's a hornet up there eating that one. Japanese hornet. Awesome. On that note, I'm going to get out of here. Alright guys. Stay safe. Many blessings.